Beyond Worlds podcast,
Yeah.
not Beyond Worlds book club. What is
Is it
this?
an actual podcast? So yeah, welcome back
Yeah,
to our podcast.
I'm Stephen,
And I am Beyond Joe.
and this week Joe is going mad platinum trophy hunting. So
Yeah.
I have some questions for him.
And I'm very excited to answer them. I'm
Yeah,
excited. I'm
I'm
not
very
sure what's coming my way, so
I'm very excited because I woke up at like 5:30 this morning and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I'm very tired, and so you're going to talk a lot, and that's great.
I'm down.
So primarily like you've been hunting a lot of trophies recently. Like you've been
Yeah.
going hard on the platinum grind.
I hit number
This is
49.
Yeah, damn, Jesus, that's crazy. Damn, sweet. GG. Bro. This is primarily going to be about Pragmata,
Yeah.
which is your most recent one, because if it, it's freshest in the memory. But like I said before, if there's any others that you think a question is good for that particular thing or that game or that trophy, because there are some specifics to like trophies and trophy design even.
Cool.
Obviously I didn't write these questions, so I've scanned them, and yes, there are some differencing things. Yeah, but we'll go straight into it. And how does it feel to finally do it? Because Pragmata came out like not a while ago, but a few months ago, right?
Yeah, it came out a
How does
while
it feel?
ago. It felt amazing, like really, really good, because I've tended in the past maybe to go for some slightly simpler platinums. Like I'll have a look at the difficulty level, how long they take, things like that. And if something looks particularly challenging, it might put me off a little bit. But part of this new platinum is that I'm not going to let that put me off. And so yeah, they're one of the trophies was quite a challenge, and so to get that done, it was really good. I did shout out loud, so yeah, I'm chuffed.
Awesome. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, well, I've been like that before when I finally, I don't platinum hunt a lot, but when I'm going for that, and that last one, you tend to sort of save sometimes the hardest one till the end, because like then you can just push it. But yeah, that feeling is awesome. But so I mean, this maybe applies more to games in general then, because you have been hunting platinums for lots of different games. What made you start doing that instead of just finishing the game?
It was kind of to get the most out of a video game, and when I first sort of started trying it out, trying to get platinums, it made me play the games in different ways that I wouldn't normally play them, and see parts of the game that I wouldn't normally see, play styles I wouldn't play. So like maybe play with a different weapon in a Bloodborne or something like this that I wouldn't normally use. And I found it really fun. And it was a way that I felt like I'd done a game, because loads of games now have like New Game Plus, and they have like you can play some games infinitely, right? If it's got like Hades, for example, you can just keep playing it over and over and over. And it was a way for me and my brain to finish a game, put it on the shelf, put it away, and not need to worry about it anymore. So yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I don't think I can look at some games that way. Even if I have the platinum for it, I can still just like keep hanging it out.
Yes, if I got like the Monster Hunter one, for example, I'd always want to go back to that. There are certain games that I would, but it's knowing that it's done. It's just when you've got this many games, knowing that you've actually done some of them is a nice feeling.
So what was the overall playtime on Pragmata then?
Oh, I think Pragmata is getting into the 30 to 40 hours.
Is that for all the trophies?
Yeah, because you have to double up, so you have to play the game twice. And some games you can cheese. This one there's no cheesing, because you have to finish the game first to unlock lunatic mode, which I love the fact that because Pragmata, you're on the moon, Luna. I thought that was a very clever mode name. Nice. And so that's like the hard mode, and that was why this trophy was left to last, because so I cleared everything I could in normal, and then you can't New Game Plus it. You have to start a whole new game on the hard difficulty. There's a couple of little things that you get unlocked by finishing the main game first, but generally it's starting from scratch. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so it
I
takes
like
a while.
that it's one not associated with a new game plus, and you do have to start again. I like when they do that.
Yeah,
Um, what trophy was the most difficult?
yeah, lunatic without a
Yeah.
shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah, the just because I was done. I had all the other trophies. Some of them were challenging, maybe. I like, but having to do the whole game again on the harder difficulty
Okay.
from scratch was a challenge. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it
I
beat my
suppose.
ass.
And when you come off of having everything, like your play is different, and
Oh
you've also got to play different because it's hard mode, and because you don't have all the shit that you have, and your brain still thinks that you do.
yeah,
Right? Yeah.
the health canisters wrecked me, man. Just like because I would be like trying to heal and it would just do like a smidge, and I'd be like, oh,
Oh,
oh I
okay.
need
All
to
right.
heal.
Yeah.
And so I was like, right, I need to level that up as quick as I can. And so
Mm,
I played completely differently. I'd level up a
yeah.
gun. Only like two guns did I level up during Lunatic, where instead of doing all of them and trying all different things. So you can kind of streamline the process once you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Fair. That's true. Was there any trophy that sounded difficult but ended up being very easy,
Yeah,
or any
so
that sound, or the other way around as well?
there was one for a sweeper bot. So basically, there's these randomly generated. Well, I thought, and when I was reading the game when it first came out, randomly generated robots that you have to take out, and they reward. It's like the crystal lizard in Dark
Okay.
Souls sort of thing. You've got to try. They run away from you. You've got to try really hard to kill them. And whenever I came across one during my playthrough, they would get away, and I wouldn't be able to kill it because I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting them. And I read that they were one and done. Like they wouldn't respawn. Like that's it. And then
Oh.
yeah, right near the end, I was like, fuck it, I know where one did spawn. I'm just gonna see. And it did respawn.
Okay.
So there was like a myth about the fact they don't respawn. I think maybe they take a long while to do it or something like that. So I thought that was gonna
Okay.
be the one that would kill me. But no, it's super easy. So
Okay.
yeah.
Nice. But was there any trophy that was like really frustrating, but not because of the game, but like because it was poorly designed?
No, I think this one had some. I think this one's trophies were all really good.
Okay.
There's a lot of times where there'll be a trophy that just I find infuriating, like missable trophies I find infuriating, but this one didn't have any, so that was really nice. It was a very pleasant thing to not have to worry about like I have to look at a guide at all times. If I walk past a bench, then I have to restart the whole fucking game again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a couple like that, and I hate missable. Yeah, missable trophies suck.
yeah, it's just yeah unnecessary.
Yeah. Um. So lunatic mode. Uh. Like combat, how was that different? Was it just like chunkier HP and attack, or was anything actually different?
Um, so it was just chunkier HP and heavy hitting, but what it
Okay.
meant is that you had I changed. I don't know if you have to, but I very much felt like my weapons weren't doing the damage I needed to. So there's like builds you can make that will kill things purely through hacking. So it changed, like I was sort of saying about earlier, changing how you
Hmm.
play the game to do lunatic and do it successfully. I had to abuse hacking. Um,
Okay.
and it was fun.
Do you know what? That answer actually segues very nicely onto my next question. And by the end of the platinum, how good had you become at balancing pew pew and hacky hacky?
Yeah, I think by the end of it, pretty damn good. I have to be really honest, and I don't know how many other people would have done the same thing I did. But when it comes to the last boss, there was no chance unless I'd maybe spent a lot of time really, really, really grinding out my health and things like this. There was no way I was doing that purely pewy. So that was a
Okay.
very much I don't know, a 30-second fight of just just really intense cheesing the hacking.
Okay.
But
Fair.
it did the job.
Did the trophy hunt encourage you to experiment with weapons and abilities you had not used during like your initial playthrough, or did you stick to what you knew?
No, yeah, very much so. So I started using there's like a melee weapon that you get at the end of the first game that I didn't touch. And that I used that heavily. and there's like a beam weapon that like does as you're hit, so you just shoot a beam out, and as it does damage over time, the number go up. And
Okay.
in main game, I just didn't bother with it because I was just like shotgun, just basically just shotgun. So yeah, I was trying out new things because the shotgun you have to get so close, and I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to get close to the enemies a lunatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Fair.
and yeah, I got better at hacking. I understood hacking because in main game you don't really need to pay too much attention to it. And I had to learn it. So yeah.
Okay. Um. So from what I don't know much about this game at all. From what I'm reading on my question, because I again I'll be honest, I didn't write these. I'm seeing there wasn't a mini map. Is that correct?
Um, Let me try to think about that. Yeah, no, yeah, the map sucks. That's the
Okay.
one of the bad things about the game. Yeah,
How did that make hunting down like collectibles?
challenging. Because there'd be points where like I could see it. So there's one point in the city map, and I could see the chest that I needed to get through a shop window, and I spent fucking too long trying to find out where this was.
Okay.
And then I just randomly went past a wall. I gave up, started going to the next zone, went past. There are some like hidden secret walls in the game. So
Mm-hmm.
as you go past wall, you can press triangle, and it turns out it's not a wall at all, and you can go into it. And it was in the first area of the next zone, so it wasn't even in the zone I was looking. So it was just,
Okay.
but even I could see it in that zone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know you.
yeah,
You. Oh, that must have killed you leaving that zone.
I did. Yeah, because I was just like, I don't know what else to do. I'm
What
gonna
am I
have to
gonna do,
just
man? Yeah,
and
I can picture your face.
yeah. So fuck it. I just left it. I was like, right, I'll Google this later, sort of thing. And I didn't have to because got lucky.
Were there any trophies you needed a guide for, or did you manage to?
Yeah, to just for speed, and because I'd spent quite a lot of time on the game by this point. So right at the
Mm,
end, there's a trophy for getting all the cabins, and I think there was like one or two left that I had to get. So it's the little bobbleheads, basically like in
mm,
Metal Gear or in Resident Evil, and some of them are just middle of
fair.
nowhere. Like so,
Okay.
yeah, I just was like, you know what, I could spend hours and hours and hours on this one trophy. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
fair.
okay to use guides, right?
Yeah.
You're
Hey,
only cheating yourself.
I I'll be honest. I've watched a guide through our entire split fiction playthrough,
Yeah,
so
I
I've got
mean,
it up in front of me as we're playing. So,
yeah,
um, yeah, fuck it. If you're going for a specific goal, why not use help?
yeah.
You
You
know,
still
if
have
you
to
want
do
to.
the challenging stuff, right?
Yeah,
You're the
you
one
still got
doing
to
this.
actually do it. It's
Yeah,
just I just need to know where it is.
yeah,
That's more than anything. It's not how to do it as well. Like for me, is I just want to know where it is.
and I'll always give it a
Um,
little go.
yeah. Oh yeah, 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 for
Like
sure.
we played Split Fiction without a guide,
Yeah.
and then we're now using it to clean up.
Find stuff.
Yeah.
Um, did replaying sections or completing the post-game challenges improve your opinion of the game, or expose any of like the flaws that are in it more?
It's funny because if you'd have asked me that halfway through Lunatic, I'd have told you that it went from like one of my favorite games to one of my most hated games. Well,
Okay.
because I spent like 4 or 5 hours against one boss
Oh,
multiple nights, and it was just like really, really infuriating. It hurt so much
yeah.
that I just had to get good, and that was completely a skill issue. And then, but because I just kept going, because I did not give up. By the end of it, it made me love it even more. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
that thing. It's a journey. It's a roller coaster. Sometimes you're screaming, and sometimes you're laughing. So
Yeah. Sometimes games just throw those bosses at you. Like it happens, man. Like
yeah,
I had that on Elden Ring. I've told you the story before, about fighting the guy, this dude, gold skinny dude in the temple, and then Louis finding like coming down there like 3 days later and just being like, because we're if you're in the same not Clay, if you're in the same group or whatever, you could see other people in your from your group's death, and they just literally you said the entire floor was red with your death. So I'm like, yeah, that's how long I spent, like 6 hours just banging my head against the wall on this thing. Yeah, and just
yeah.
was not good. And then yeah, came back next day and was like, I know kung fu. Yeah, so
Well, what was interesting as well is there's like the bosses are the hardest bit about Lunatic because of the
Mm.
massive health pools and the massive attacks they do. And one of them, the Lunar Digger, is like everything I was reading was like, this one's gonna fuck you up. Like, good luck. It's the hardest one. Like, other than the end boss, I was like,
Bang.
oh fuck, I've still got a second try.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes that shit happens
It's
as
bizarre.
well. Yeah, it's like that boss was meant to be like for me. I had that in Elden Ring as well. Millennia. Yeah, no problem, bro. Like, what are you talking about? This she's hard. Wait, what? No, she's not. She's dead. Like, yeah. Radan. I killed pre nerf Radan.
Oh, we're done.
What? It wasn't hard. Just gonna keep hitting him. But that Godskin guy, no, he was cracked. um, what was your favorite boss fight or just combat encounter?
Hmm. Ah, it's hard because it might be the one that I got stuck at for the longest, which is the scorpion. But I just like so there's a scorpion boss fight, like a scorpion robot thing, and that's one of the ones that I just spent like 5 hours at. But it's really clever because it forces you to like dodge and move, and there's attacks you need to jump over, and it felt really like it really pulled you into the action parts of the game, and I
Mm-hmm.
really liked that because it wasn't just like stay as far as you can and hack because he'd just come at you and get you.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a really cool one. I can't remember
Uh,
his actual name, but yeah, the scorpion dude was a good crack. Hard, but
mecha
good crack.
mecha scorpions are always fucking sick designs as well.
Right,
So
Final
yeah,
Fantasy Seven, one of the first boss. Well, the first boss.
I just say in general, robot scorpions, solid. Um, with no, for the so you spoil away. What did you think of the relationship between Hugh and Diana? I know
Oh
online after as that game came out, like it inspired single men to want to become dads and shit.
yeah,
Like,
I'm not surprised,
like
man.
genuinely had such a nice positive effect on the gaming community. It
Um,
was quite hilarious to watch.
like so yeah, I'd seen one person sort of say like, oh, what's with this guy? Like, it's so much bullshit. Like, within 2 seconds, he's just like, okay, you're my daughter. But it's like that. It's more than that. And what's really nice. So Hugh's character, he talks about how he was adopted,
Mm,
and then but he never calls them like his adoptive parents when he because when you're just walking around, a bit like in God of War with the head, and they're just telling stories and talking. So he'll
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
talk to Diana, and he tells about his family and his parents and how they made him feel so important. So it's like he wants to give back what he was given, and
Mm,
that's it makes complete sense that he would like take her under his wing immediately because she's on her own and she needs someone.
yeah,
Um, and it's just such a beautiful relationship. Like she draws in pictures. It's incredible. I completely understand why it would make men, want a kid. Um, completely get it, and it's a the ending is like gut wrenching and really really touching. Um, it
actually also leads on to my next question.
yeah.
Which was did the ending deliver emotionally, and did completing any of like the additional content or more of the game afterwards change how you thought about the ending?
I think it pretty much stayed the same. And what it was is that I thought all along. So it's a Capcom game, and they've just gone up and up and up in my books for a long while. Like obviously Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, these guys know what they're doing. And I thought it'd be like a rug pull of like because you kind of get a hint that spoilers, um, uh, he's gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like poisoned, and you're kind of thinking that they're going to cure him right at the end, like, oh, he'll find something. They're not going to let it happen. And at the end, he's just like, I'm dead. Like and he keeps like dropping questions to Diana. Hugh does about like, oh, is there any cure for this? Like, do you know if there's anything that can be done? She's like, no. When you got it, that's it. Game over. So he's like, okay, shit. And she doesn't know he has it. And it's not till like the
Yeah.
very last second he shuts the door. He reveals his face. It's like half fucked up.
Okay.
And it's very, very touching. It's yeah.
Oh.
And then he saves her. She goes to Earth, and um, yeah, she then looks back up to the moon and remembers her Hugh. So yeah, they better not bring him back. Hugh. That's the thing. Like the fact he sacrificed himself is incredibly touching. So.
Yeah. It looks like it should be like a one and done story, or do you think it would get a sequel?
I think it definitely can have a sequel because
Okay.
now that they're down on Earth, I think that it could be. Yeah,
Just her.
I would like it to be one and done if I'm honest,
Mm,
but yeah, video
yeah.
games be video
Yeah.
games.
True.
Money on the table.
What do you think the game does differently to other third-person action games?
Oh, it's the hacking and shooting thing is like so different. Because you if you're just trying to shoot something, it won't get hurt. You have to hack it to sort of get its shields down, and then you can shoot it.
Mm,
And then there is so much depth to it, so much depth. So like, and you can create so many different builds. You can choose how, like I said, the first time I was all guns blazing, and then the second time I was all about the hack damage.
mm,
Um, and yeah, alongside that really touching storyline, like really touching storyline, and in a sci-fi setting, I love sci-fi.
mm.
It had like a, I guess it's like God of War in space a bit, like with Boy,
Yeah.
um, and there's a reason that everyone loved that game, right? It's
Yeah. Yeah. Fair. Okay. Um, After spending so much time doing it, did the mechanics stay satisfying, or did it become repetitive?
I thought it would become repetitive, but the only thing that got repetitive was my RSI, the repetitive strain injury in my hand, which I
Yeah.
still think I'm suffering from now because you have to like up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right. And so yeah, the constant tapping ruined me. But that's just old man be hurting hands. The actual hacking itself weirdly remained fun the whole time, and I'm
Okay.
not sure why. But
Fair.
it just did.
Like I didn't know was or like the patterns that you were having to go, were they like different or were they the same ish for the same enemy types?
So sometimes they would have the same block. So some of them would be long, some of
Mm,
them would be up and down, and some of them would be like S shaped. But then there's points where you have to travel through to like get to hack, and they would move every time.
okay.
So
Okay.
that's what made it. You couldn't just like learn up down left right up down. Like you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to
yeah.
pay attention every time.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. That's
yeah.
cool. Was there any of the locations that like stood out to you?
Yeah, the it's weird because when I first saw it, the New York sort of the city I saw it as New York. I thought that that's like pretty done. I don't know what that would be like, but that was really cool. And it was quite different seeing that setting. Because part of the game is it's all built by a giant 3D printer. So half of
Oh,
it's been
cool.
built, half of it hasn't. Like sometimes you'll see like half a taxi and things like this, and it's all neon and colorful. And that
Cool.
contrasted really nice to there's like forest areas and stuff. So, but yeah, the city was sick. I really like that.
Cool. Nice. Where would you rank this platinum in terms of difficulty compared to ones you've like done recently? So, say out of like the last 5 games that you've platinumed.
Yeah, the hardest. Yeah,
Okay, fair.
but I don't. Yeah, because there was parts of Resident Evil that were tricky, like speed running Resident Evil. But then that was just super fun, and it didn't take me very long, and I was just in it and kept on going. Whereas this one took me. I had to walk away from Pragmata because I was like, okay, I've spent a lot of time playing this, and then you have to do post game, and then after post game you've got to do new game plus. Whereas Resident Evil, by the end of it, you can run through that in a few hours.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other games that I've been playing recently, a lot of them have been um, like I've been going back to them, so half the trophies have already been done and stuff like that. So just polishing off bits and bobs.
Cool.
I'm trying to think what the other one was. Oh, Stranger of Paradise. Yeah, that was just fun. That was just stupid fun. So yeah, no, Pragmata definitely was the
Okay.
hardest.
And then now that you've totally finished it, out of 10, what would you give it? And would you recommend it as a platinum trophy hunt?
Oh, okay. If you want a challenge, I'd recommend it as a platinum trophy hunt. But I think if you just did, I would recommend doing the game and then the post game.
Mm,
I'd recommend that to anyone. But the platinum, I don't know if I would purely because unless you're doing it for the platinum, there isn't a huge reason to play Lunatic.
Okay.
So let's say that they had an extra bit of story content. If there was just something to Lunatic that was a reason to do it other than for a platinum, but there is
Okay.
no reason to do it. So yeah, I'd recommend definitely playing it, but I wouldn't recommend the platinum
Okay.
unless you're a platinum hunter.
And then last question: what's next?
What's next? So yeah, so next is 7 days starting from tomorrow. I am gonna 7 p.m. till done. I have this list of games and dates and on my calendar. None of these are going to be shovelware, so none of them are like Mayo, where you just tap and things like this. None of them. Some of them are potentially quick, so I think one of them I could potentially get done in 3 hours. Um, but it's still a proper game. So that one, for example, just spoilers, but there's a Rugrats NES game that they remade and brought
Okay.
out. It's called Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, and you can potentially get that done in like 3 hours if you can. So I'm aiming for at least 7. There's all sorts of games. There's shooters, races, some games that have been on the backlog for a long time. Um, so yeah, I'm really excited for that. So I don't know how it's going to be. I'll tell you now. The first one's a game called Toem, so I'm going to do that one
Okay.
tomorrow, which is like a black and white photography sort of adventure game thing, and that can be anywhere between like 5 to 7 hours. And I'm starting at 7 o'clock, and I'm not going to stop till I've done. I'm going to get at least 7 platinums over the next 7 days. So that'll take me to either, yeah, I'm about 57, I think. But I want more. I want to see if I can get more than 7 in 7 days. Um,
Should
yeah.
aim for hitting 60 total.
Oh, that'd be really good, wouldn't it? Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's 10.
Well,
That means I've got to do 3 in one day, but I could do it. I could do it.
yeah. You know.
So the longest game is 15 hours potentially. So that I'm looking at Saturday,
Okay.
and that's a first-person shooter
Tr-
RPG.
Try and start strong. If you can start strong, you'll hit some momentum.
Yeah. So Saturday and Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are my 10, 10, 15 hour games.
Or do you want to like finish with the easy games?
No, so because of the weekend, because I've got the whole weekend
Yeah.
to do those ones, and I'm
Yeah.
potentially, depending on how tired I am, may start midnight tonight because technically that means it's Monday. So I could get 2 hours of term in tonight. I've downloaded all the games, all ready to go. But yeah, I'm really, really excited.
Good.
And
Cool.
yeah, I've been playing this a long while. My wife very kindly said that she'll put Bowie to bed. Belle, I don't know why I said my wife. I'm not streaming. Belle
All
has
right.
said that she will kindly put Bowie to bed every night. So I'm going to do bath time, then straight to work. And I've got 3 of these weeks planned for the rest of the year. So there's this one in October, so that's spooky week,
Okay.
and then one in December. So I've got a load of winter/Christmas themed games. So yeah, watch
Cool.
this space. We'll see how this week goes. If I want to kill myself at the end of it.
You just never want to play games again. It's like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm done. I've finished.
Well, that's
And
why. That's also why we've ended up doing 2 podcasts this week. So we've done a book club a couple of days ago, and then this one's actually we're recording quite early for when it's going to go up. So by the time this goes out, I will have done my week.
yeah, you'll have finished already.
Yeah,
And we'll have more games to ask him questions about.
all the games. Well, thank you so much for that, man. That was really fun.
It's cool.
I like this style.
Good.
We want to get some more of our friends on and do more things like this.
Yeah. It was nice asking the questions.
Wow.
Good times. Good jams. Good
Good
stuff.
chats. So yeah,
Yeah.
come back in, chat with us. See if I never want to play another game again. If I'm sick of platinums.
Oh, sorry. We didn't mention it in the last podcast. There's new Gundam coming.
Oh yeah, new
Yeah.
Gundam,
Cool.
and with a video game that I'm going to platinum. So
And yeah, it's a whole new universe. This is Gundam versus Aliens as well.
yeah, they look
Big.
freaking cool.
It's kind of. I'm hoping. Like, did you see the model kits?
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah, the one for the game looks kind of
Chunky.
gnarly. Yeah.
It looks more like Armor Core a bit.
Yeah, a
But
little.
yeah, well, maybe watch this space. Maybe when we get a chance, we'll do like a little episode about the two trailers and what we think about them. Maybe we can. We've always talked about like watching something and talking over it, so maybe we'll try that.
Mm.
Um, yeah, watch this
Yeah,
space.
yeah, yeah. Could be cool.
Could be cool. Until next time, I've been Beyond Joe,
And I'm Stephen.
and thank you for joining us.
In space, on the moon. In my bedroom, Joe's game room. I got the energy for it today.